Stay tuned to the end of the video to see how you can win one of these. Yo, what's up guys? Timmy, welcome back to another video today. And today we have fragrances from the brand Scotch Porter. Now, these were sent to me for review, full disclosure, but again, it's always going to be my full honest opinion. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out how these fragrances looks, how they're packaged, the scent, the longevity, if they're worth it, and at the end, a little giveaway. So let's jump right into it. Now, there are 4 fragrances in the Scotch Porter line. We have Glenwood, Miami Dubby, Badlands, and the Porterhouse. Now, as far as I know, all these are supposed to gear towards different season, different occasion that you can wear it in, or different vibes that fits maybe different outfits. But for me, to be perfectly honest, they can be worn pretty much any time. I mean, there are scent differences, of course, but in general, they're not too drastic of a difference. Not one fragrance leans overwhelmingly hot weather or overwhelmingly cold weather that you can't just interchange them. Now, having said that, let's jump into this first one right here called Glenwood. Now, Glenwood here has a note of smoky cedar, sandalwood, and leather. Now, in the opening of this one, you're gonna get straight away the sandalwood. Yes, it's dusty, but it is thick at the same time. It's not an airy sandalwood by any means. There's also a touch of sweetness in here that lends a little bit of contrast, but it's really just a touch of sweetness. The leather in here, not super noticeable. I mean, if you really dig your nose into it, you're gonna get a slight bit of dark nuance in the back that kind of holds the fragrance together. But at the end of the day, this fragrance is all about the woodiness and sandalwood being the front forward note. And it lasts like this from the beginning all the way towards the end of the fragrance. Now, I will say that as it develops, it does get dustier and dustier, and maybe some of you guys might even call it powdery over time. Now, that might turn some of you off who don't like powdery notes, but for those of you who like sandalwood for what it is, like a nice clean sandalwood smell with not a lot of other impurities, if you will, if you like a pure sandalwood smell, this one might be right up your alley. Now, it's not a super high-end $1,000 plus sandalwood oil, nothing like that, but it does give you that nice sandalwood clean professional smell that those of you who are a fan of woody professional scents will enjoy. There's a touch of smokiness here as well, but that quickly goes away. It really doesn't last all that long. It stays for around the first part of the opening, and once it gets into the mid, it goes away. Now, the longevity of this one, it lasts on my skin around 4 to 5 hours, which is good. I wish it was better. Projection on this one is good for the first 1 hour. After that, it kind of sits close to your skin. For occasion, I would say maybe great for outdoors and you're walking in the woods, up a mountain, or even for the office because it's really not offensive. It's clean, it's woody, it's professional, like I said. It has a very nice guy appeal to it, nice outdoor appeal to the smell. So yes, those are the occasion I would suggest you wear it in. For season, I would say generally anytime. It does lean a little bit fall and spring, but you can wear this summer evening, you can wear this in the winter as well, although the performance might be a little bit lackluster if you live in a super cold place. Other than that, works just fine. Next is Badlands, and the notes for this one is grapefruit, balsam, and Haitian vetiver. Now, Badlands, as much as the name tries to convince you that it could be a bad boy type fragrance, is actually quite the opposite. The grapefruit in here comes off very clean, and the vetiver in the back gives it a very professional vibe. Clean suit and tie, ready to go into the office or ready to go into that meeting type of DNA. So yes, complete opposite of what you would think of as a bad boy type of scent. Now, if you're familiar with the fragrance Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver, this one has a similar DNA to that, although more focused on the freshness, more focused on the grapefruit, less so of the vetiver, and it does smell a little less thick than the Tom Ford version as well. Now, that might be a good thing for some of you that might find Grey Vetiver too cloying or too thick, maybe too much. This one might be up your alley. Now, the grapefruit in here comes across very fresh, but not sweet. It doesn't have any sweetness in this grapefruit, only freshness, fresh grapefruit, fresh citruses, alongside again, that Haitian vetiver that gives it a clean vibe. It's quite an easy to understand fragrance. There's not really much to describe beyond this, where it starts and where it ends. smells pretty much the same. Now for the performance of this one, it does last on my skin longer than Glenwood, believe it or not, which surprised me because this one has more citrus forward and the other one is more woody forward. But this one does last on my skin 5 to 6 hours, not that much more, but it does last a little bit longer. Projection is again good for the first 1 hour. After that, sits a little bit closer to the skin. In terms of occasion, like I said again, office time is pretty much the best time to wear this, although you can wear a clean scent pretty much any time at all, anywhere at all. Next is Miami Dubby, and a notes for this one, we have amber, tonka bean, and saffron. Now this one is my favorite from the line. Yeah, Miami Dubby, it's a really nice, warm, slightly a bit powdery-ish, slightly a bit spicy fragrance. The amber, of course, giving it that warm, powdery vibe, almost like a cuddle, like a hug, if you will. And you have that tonka bean that lends in that really nice, almost thick, gourmandish sweetness. And the saffron, I'm so happy that I was able to pick up saffron in here. It adds just enough touch of spices. It's not a heavy saffron like a lot of Middle Eastern fragrance that you guys may be accustomed to that uses very heavy saffron, heavy rose, heavy oud. It's not that kind of saffron. It's just a touch of saffron, like a Salt Bae sprinkle of saffron, if you will, and it smells really good. In terms of quality, I think Miami Dubby smells the most complex and the most high quality of the four that they offer here, and it is my personal favorite. Now, in terms of when you would wear this, this one does lean the most cold weather, the most wintry, if you will, but again, it's not too thick or it's not too rich that you can't wear it in the summertime. It has that playful vibe that you can wear in pretty much any occasion. If you're an extrovert type of guy, if you're an outgoing type of guy, this one will fit you really well. And the best part about this one is you can still wear it to the office if you want to, given that your office has a little bit more of a casual environment than maybe a super suit and tie cubicle type of thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yes, Miami Dubby, absolutely my favorite, most complex, most high quality of all the four. If I were to pick one for myself, that'd be it. Oh, almost forgot about performance. There you go. 5 to 6 hours on my skin, 1 hour projection. After that, sits closer to the skin. All four pretty much projects in the same realm, and maybe one or two last 1 hour longer than the other, but generally all four of them performs pretty similarly. Last one here, we have the Porterhouse, and this one has notes of deep greens, warm spice, and cashmere musk. Now this one, to me, I saved the opposite of the best for last. For me, I really don't care much about this one. The deep green notes in here mixing with the cashmere musk, it just smells muddled. Like the other fragrance, I get it, even though they're quite simple in nature, all three of them, but they have a character to them that I like. There's a nice contrast. You know, Badlands has the grapefruit and the vetiver placed really well together. Glenwood has this really nice symphony of woods that works well together. And of course, Miami Dubby has the spices, has the sweetness, has the warmth, works well together. This one, the green and the cashmere and the musk, to me, it just melds together into something that's just a little bit too muddled and doesn't have quite the character that I'm looking for in a fragrance, if you will. And also, I'm not the biggest fan of green notes in general, so anything that smells foresty or coniferous, this one smells a little bit leaning in that territory. Really not my cup of tea, unfortunately. But for those of you who are into those foresty, coniferous type scent, this one you might like. But I will still say that in terms of complexity, character, this one just smells a bit muddled in comparison to the other three. In terms of occasion, I would say it does have a little bit of a dark-ish, a little bit of a formal vibe, I guess. You can wear this one dress up, or you can wear this one to the office. Like I said, again, I can't really imagine this being worn at any time that I wouldn't wear the other fragrances that are from the same house. So this is just me throwing the best occasions out there for this one, I guess, but I would still wear the other three over that one. You guys can kind of tell how much I kind of prefer the other three. All right, on to the giveaway time, and this giveaway is gonna be for one bottle of my favorite fragrance from the house, and that is Miami Dubby. Yes, this one, by far the best from the line. I like this thing a lot. Again, the most complex, the most character filled. It's sweet and it's so comforting, man. People will want to come close to you when you wear this one. And yeah, hands down the best from the brand. You can win a bottle of this one for yourself. All you have to do is leave a like down below, comment, and of course be subscribed to the channel, and I'll announce the winner for this giveaway on Valentine's Day. Yes, Valentine's Day is coming up, and I'll announce the winner on that day. Alright guys, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again, Scotch Porter, for sponsoring this video. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye.